What brought on this sudden attack of memories? The truth, Jeb.
It was that girl. That girl, Elena Decker. When I saw her on the porch today, it was as if the grave had opened, as if God was up there and he was playing tricks on me because she looks exactly like Suzanne.
Elena Decker?
That's right. She looks exactly like Suzanne did when I met her a million years ago.
Texas, starring Beverly McKinsey.
If you mention one word of this to him, I'll kill you. I swear. I'll kill you. Gladly.
Who is it? Who's there?
It's me, Mrs. Carrington. Tim Parker, World Building Security.
I'm sorry. You frightened me.
I'm sorry. I certainly didn't mean to.
Well, of course you didn't. I feel so foolish. But the darkness, and I wasn't sure who it was. I mean, it could have been anybody.
That's what I'm here for, ma'am, to make sure the wrong people don't try to get out that elevator. Yes. But you having a key, you just go right on up.
My keys, I dropped them.
Oh, here they are. Shall I call the elevator for you?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you, Mr. Parker.
My pleasure, ma'am. Is Mr. Wheeler expecting you, or shall I call him and tell him you're on the way up?
Call him? Yes, thank you, please. And would you tell him that it's urgent? Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Wheeler.
Iris is coming up to see me? Oh, good. Urgent. I see. All right, thank you, Tim.
Lock it so no one else can come up. Alex, please do as I ask. I'm so frightened.
All right.
Yes.
Lord, you're shaking.
It's not surprising. I've never been so terrified in my life. Now, you're sure no one can come up now?
I'm sure, and the guard is down there. Who are you afraid of?
It's Elliot. He's going to kill me. Oh, Alex, tell me you won't let him. Tell me you won't let him hurt me.
Now, it's safe. It's safe. You're all right.
It's not all right, Alex. Elliot found out that Dennis is not really his son, and he has gone crazy. He came after me at Rena's, made me admit that you are really Dennis's father, and he's desperate. He said he'd kill me if Dennis ever found out. Kill me, and he means it. He means it.
He won't touch you.
Well, you can't know that.
Iris, nothing is going to happen to you here. No one's going to hurt you. No one's going to take you away from me. Not after what we've been through.
But he's crazy, Alex.
I don't care what he is. He's not going to do anything. Now you're going to be safe here with me. Do you understand?
Oh.
Are you feeling better?
My heart stopped pounding, if that's what you mean. But I'm still frightened. And I think I was married to him once. That I thought I knew him. But the man I saw tonight. He's a total stranger to me now.
Well, it's not surprising. Being in a prison camp somewhere in Southeast Asia, an experience like that is bound to change any man.
It did. It certainly did. The Elliot I married was urbane, cool, detached from everything, even his own feelings. Sometimes I would pick fights with him just to get him to show some passion, even anger, but no, it never worked. I never even heard him raise his voice. Alex, what could have happened to him there in that jungle to change him so? What do you suppose they did to him?
I don't know. But I can understand being squeezed beyond endurance and coming out crushed or warped.
It's as though that jungle sliced off the top of some volcano and stirred up what was underneath. He was hideous. His face twisted. He isn't Elliot. Thank heaven you were here, darling. I don't know where else I could have gone.
I'm glad that you've come here, but why didn't you call? I would have come to you or sent Ricky.
No, I had to get out of there. I was all alone.
Well, where was Rena?
Gone. She took Stryker to the country to recuperate. Beth was out, and no one was due back anytime soon. And you know how Rena's house is. All that glass. I kept thinking, what if he decides to come back to make good his threat? Well, what would it take to just throw a rock through any window to break in? I felt so vulnerable, so exposed, and I couldn't stop shaking. I still can't.
All right, now let's sit you down. Come on. Now, I want to know exactly why he threatened your life.
Well, I told you. It's because of Dennis. He cannot bear the thought that Dennis is not his son. He said he hates me for betraying him so many years ago.
But I need to know why. I need to know exactly what his words were. Do you remember what he said? Please, now, can you remember?
He said that Victoria told him you and I had met before he and I had married. I admitted that, of course. But then he started pressing me. Exactly when did I meet you? How soon before I called him? Did I know I was pregnant? Finally, I just admitted that Dennis was really your son. Our son. And I begged him to leave us alone so we could be the family we should have been from the beginning. I told him I would pay for it if only he would just leave Houston.
What?
No! Elliot, no!
I'm sorry I ever came from that hell, and now you want to take from me the one thing that kept me alive? Never! Not my son! I need him. He's the only one who can understand what I had to do to survive. No!
You'll never take Dennis. And I'll never leave. And Iris, if you mention one word of this to him, I'll kill you. I swear. I'll kill you. Gladly.
I'll kill you. Gladly. And he meant every word of it.
He's the only one who can understand what I had to do to survive. You're sure he said that? What does he mean? What can it mean?
That I can't tell Dennis you're his father, no matter how much I want to, because of what he'll do.
No, there's nothing to be afraid of. No, I don't want you to tell Dennis, not yet. Right now, I want you to trust me. I'll handle it.
What are you going to do?
We'll start at the beginning and go from there. Ryan, Alex, I want you to come up here immediately. I need your help. It has to do with Iris and Dennis.
Come on, bottoms up. Okay. And watch how Paige does it. See? Your turn.
Ah, not enough. All it's doing is making me feel worse about everything.
Okay. Well, then from now until the end of the evening, let's not say a single word about what's wrong with our lives, okay? Just what's right and nice.
All right.
Your turn.
Oh, no, I pass. I can't find anything to put in the right and nice category. Why don't you go ahead? Maybe I'll come up with something.
Okay. Here's to my new job as manager of the Top of the World Club. Thank you, Alex Wheeler.
Yeah, my stepfather-to-be.
You see? I knew you could find something nice to say.
I didn't mean that in a nice way.
I know that. But whether you believe it or not, Dennis, Alex Wheeler is still the best thing that ever happened to your mom and you.
Oh, bull.
Dennis!
Guy gives you a crummy job, and right away you become his biggest fan. Close your eyes, Paige. Dollar signs are showing.
Take a closer look, sweetie. Those aren't dollar signs, they're tears of gratitude. Because I know when somebody's doing me a good turn. And I know how to be grateful for the good things that life throws my way. You haven't learned that yet, Dennis. You don't know that Alex Wheeler is going to be really good for you. Why, you would even be fool enough to turn him down, wouldn't you?
Well, that'd be fine with me. Besides, I'd have plenty of company. Dawn, Justin.
Go on. Who else? Not Kate. She's got too much common sense. Not Ginny. Certainly not me. There's no way that I'm joining the Marshals Hating Wheeler Club. Charter members Justin and Dawn, because I'm not stupid, Dennis. And if you'd use half the brains you were born with, honey, you'd want to be counted out, too. When I think of how Dawn just...
When you think of how Dawn just what? Come on, Paige, how Dawn just what?
Listen, Dennis. Let's just forget I said that, okay? You want another...
No. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that Dawn is really trying to keep you away from everything that's really best for you.
Oh, come on.
And the rest of what I was gonna say is that I could never really do anything like that to you. Because
You gonna say? Paige?
Dennis, please don't make me say anymore. I mean, I just shouldn't.
Why not? What were you gonna say?
I could really never keep you from what's really best for you. Because I want so very much to see you truly happy. Dennis, I really care for you.
Are you still missing Billy Joe?
Yeah, all the time, Maggie. Oh, I visit him up at Huntsville every Sunday I can, but that still hasn't made the last 3 years go by any faster, you know? But he's gonna get paroled real soon. I hope.
Do you think you're going to be any better off when he gets out?
Yes, I do. I love him, Maggie.
Well, I love you, Nita. But if you ask me, I wish you had never laid eyes on that Billy Joe. I wish that they had locked him in that jail and buried the key.
He just made a mistake, Maggie, that's all. He got jealous. He saw all those people having all those fine things. He just wanted to get him some.
Didn't you ever hear about working to get these fine things?
No, he's learned his lesson, Maggie. I know he has. And when he gets paroled, we're going to start a whole new life all over again with a clean slate this time.
Oh, honey, I hope so. I really hope everything turns out fine. I do. What is burning?
You good looking? You busy tonight?
Billy Joe. Oh, Billy Joe. Oh. Oh, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you warn me? Oh, why didn't you tell me?
Because I just wanted to surprise you. Anything wrong with the man wanting to surprise his little wife?
Surprise. Oh, Billy Joe, if that was what you were after, you've just about given me the biggest surprise I have had in 3 long years. Oh, baby. Oh, that was the best surprise. Oh, Lord, I had such high hopes then. Look now. Would you just look at everything now? Who's there?
Nita, you up?
Ricky? Oh, yeah. Come on in.
I just came by to see you, but I don't want to disturb you if you're sleeping.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm glad you're here.
You don't look so glad. You look like you've been crying. Must be the light, huh?
No, it's not the light. I have been crying.
You want me to go?
No, stay. Something I want to say to you. I want to tell you what I've been thinking.
Okay, I'm listening. Hey, Nita. Hey, it's all right.
I broke off with Billy Joe. I told him that when I got back to Maggie's, he better not be there. I mean, I waited for him for 3 long years, you know. I waited. And then when he came back, I thought it was, you know, I hope. But... Oh, Ricky, what did I do? What went wrong? I sat here and I told him it was over. It's over. It's just over.
Hey, the maitre d' will be with you folks in just a minute, okay? So just hold on. Top of the evening, top of the world.
Billy Joe?
Right? Is that you, boss? Mr. Curtis?
Yeah. Look, take a break and come downstairs. I'm in the garage.
The garage? Hey, well, why don't you come on up here? The view's a lot nicer.
Forget the view, huh? I've got a little present for you that I just as soon the whole world didn't know about.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
It's a little tool. A tool you're gonna need to complete our little plan with.
You mean you got the gun?
Will you shut up?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can get down there, but not too quick. I gotta go ask Miss Marshall. You know. But she's in her office, so it shouldn't take too long.
I'll be waiting.
As soon as I can.
You okay now?
Yeah, thanks. Man, thank you for these flowers. They're real pretty. I'm sorry about crying and everything.
You know, I'm kind of glad that you told Billy Joe to hit the road. I never did think he was good enough for me.
Yeah, you and Maggie.
She doesn't have anything to do with it. I always did like you. I liked you from the very first day I met you.
I like you too. You've always been a good friend.
Yeah, and I still am. I plan to be around for a while, so don't go thinking that you're being split up from Billy Joe means that you're all alone in this world, because you're not. Not as long as I'm around.
Yeah, you and a whole pack of Deckers. There's Maggie and Elena and you and...
Elena, oh my gosh, I forgot. She said you wanted to see her, and I brought her in with me.
Oh, yeah, I do want to see Elena.
One Elena Decker coming right up. Hey, Elena, come on in, kid. Nita's up.
Hey, Nita. How you doing?
Much better, thank you. Why don't you sit down? Ricky.
Yeah?
I'd like to talk to Elena privately. Could you excuse us for just a moment?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Unless it's something that a friend or a brother should know.
Oh, no, it's just girl talk. There's no men allowed.
Okay, right. Elena, I'll be right outside.
Okay. Thanks, Ricky.
Does she dance? Is it something that she said? Is she very good in bed? Does she dance like the way I used to dance? I'd like to meet her just to see her.
Oh, there you are.
Looking for Jeb, he's gone.
Yeah, well, he's gone from the dinner table, that's for sure. Why'd you leave like that?
Why'd I leave like this? Why'd I leave like that? Why are you asking so many questions all the time? What are you doing, taking a survey?
I thought I was your doctor.
Well, then why don't you just stick to the medical questions, okay? Because the personal ones are getting to me.
I don't like being treated like a busybody, Jeb.
Well, stop acting like one.
Well, excuse me. I thought I was acting like a friend.
I want a friend, doll. Get a dog.
Oh, very funny. You were rude to me. To all of us walking away from the dinner table like that. And I still cared enough to come after you to see what's bugging you. And you have the nerve to stand here and tell me to...
To bug off. Why don't you just hike your little self out of here, all right? Get out of here.
make me.
Suit yourself.
Boy, are we touchy.
Look, if you're gonna stay in here, you just sit there on your straw and you leave me alone. You understand?
This hay, the stuff on the floor is straw.
Ah. You don't give up, do you? You got an answer for everything.
Not about you, I don't.
Ah, come on now, I don't believe that for a second. You know everything there is to know about me.
Not true. I just found out you don't know hay from straw. Look, Jeb, there's still some things I'd really like to know about you if you tell me.
All right, I'll tell you what. 3 questions. You got that? And that's it.
Why'd you leave the dinner table?
Because I was having an attack of memories. It had nothing to do with my physical heart. It was memories, all right? I didn't want to stay in there. I had to get... What's the next question?
What were you remembering?
Suzanne.
Oh.
You know, you might have been right about one thing. In a way, she really was trying to... What I'm saying is it really wasn't my fault. I mean, she was killing herself from the first time she shot up to get through a concert right until she walked off that balcony. She was walking towards that for 3 long years. You got one more question.
Will you tell me the truth?
Yeah.
What brought on this sudden attack of memories? The truth, Jeb.
It was that girl. That girl, Elena Decker. When I saw her on the porch today, it was as if the grave had opened, as if God was up there and he was playing tricks on me because she looks exactly like Suzanne.
Elena Decker?
That's right. She looks exactly like Suzanne did when I met her a million years ago.
We should sit right down here. Thanks. I'm real glad you're okay, Nita. When I heard you fell down those steps, I know how you must have felt. Well, those are the same steps I fell down this summer, you remember? I keep telling Maggie they're too steep, and
That's not the reason I fell. And that's not the reason you fell either.
Sure it is, Nita.
Elena, I know your secret. Maybe what I should say, I know what you told me this summer and what Billy Joe just told me. Well, honey, they're just not the same story.
Well, what did he tell you?
That you're sweet on him? It's not that I blame you, honey. I mean, I've been a fool for Billy Joe for years.
Nita, I feel so funny talking to you about this.
Maybe a little bit relieved.
Well, what else did he tell you?
He told me that he was supposed to meet you at the gallery that night Dawn was attacked.
Well, I was just gonna stay at Maggie's for a little while and then go over to the gallery, but then Ricky came and we started with all that singing and everything, and then I just couldn't get away. So Nita, nothing really happened. I never did meet him that night.
So Dawn met him instead?
No, he told me he was working and that he couldn't get away. Well, Nita, that's what Billy just said. Don't you believe me?
Honey, I believe that's what you think, but he was there.
No, Nita. Nita, please don't tell anybody. Promise me you're not going to tell anyone.
Honey, I'm not going to tell anybody. There's no need for anybody to know.
Oh, Nita, thank you. I was so scared you were going to tell somebody. You are such a good friend.
It's not because I'm a good friend that I'm not telling. It's for Billy Joe.
What do you mean?
Well, I just can't see myself being the one to send him back to Huntsville prison. Now when I know how much he hates it there. And when I know it would ruin any chance he'd have of making something out of his life.
Out of his life?
Yeah, we're breaking up. We're separating. I just can't bring myself to stay with him any longer. You know, but it's for his sake, too. I mean, maybe when he realizes it, when he realizes that I really mean it this time, maybe that'll be enough to wake him up. Maybe he'll be able to take a nice, long, hard look at his life, see what he's doing see what's happening to him.
Nita, I guess this is going to be real hard for you. And real hard for Billy Joe, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real hard to leave someone you're close to. Especially when you like it, just being around him. But there's no use crying over that. Some men, you know, just aren't worth crying over. And some men are too dangerous to fool with. Especially a girl that's as young and sweet and pretty as you are.
You talking about me and Billy Joe, you mean?
Lena, I want you to promise me that you'll stay away from Billy Joe. Even if he calls you, you stay away from him. You hear me?
Nita, you don't have to ask me that. You don't have to ask me that at all. I thought about it, and I swear I would never do anything that stupid again. I mean, I just wouldn't.
I hope you mean it, honey. I just hope you mean it.
Oh, I do, Nita. I swear I do.
Hey, Miss Marshall. Boss, you in there?
Yes, I am. I'll be right there. Just hold your horse. Oops. Why me? Just a minute. I'll be there in just a minute. Wait a minute. Don't you move anywhere, all right?
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, here.
Busy?
Just like the telephone, Junior, which I wish you had used, as I've asked you before repeatedly.
All I want to know is, can I take my break now?
Get moving, right? And tell Alfredo to supervise the rest of the breaks for the evening, all right? I don't want to be disturbed again this evening. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir!
Darling, are you going to sleep? Oh, no, Dennis. Don't go back to sleep. Paige needs you.
You know what?
Paige wants Dennis to tell her something.
Something nice.
Oh, no, darling. No, Dennis, don't go back to sleep, please.
What? Tell me. Tell me.
No, darling. You tell me. Tell me that you care about me as much as I care about you. Please, Dennis.
Paige. My Paige, I care.
Dennis. Sure. Oh, well. Guess it's a start.
Alex, please, if Ryan becomes involved in this, then he'll have to know about Dennis, too.
I've already told Ryan that Dennis is our son.
Oh, no. Why did you have to do that?
Ryan is my attorney, and he's rewriting my new will. I found it was necessary to explain to him who the stranger was who was going to be the heir to 1/3 of my estate.
Alex, you didn't tell me.
Well, there was no need to till now. I trust Ryan completely. He's closer to me than anyone except you. Where are you now?
Hi, Alex. Iris. How are you?
Ryan, I was going to say fine, but I don't think I am.
Well, I gather that's what Alex called me about then, right?
That's right. There's a problem that we need your help with.
Shoot.
Iris has been very upset, as you can see. Her first husband.
Elliot Carrington? Yes, I met him at Dennis's party. Look, Iris, I wanted to talk to you more about him.
No, I really don't know.
Elliot has developed a morbidly dependent attitude toward Dennis. He threatened Iris.
He said that he would kill me if I ever told Dennis.
His father? I see.
We need to find out more about Elliot, especially since Iris said how drastically he's changed since she knew him.
How can I help you?
I would like you to recommend someone to prepare a...
Oh, Alex, those private detectives can be so unreliable.
Well, I think Alex had someone with a little more finesse in mind, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, I do know some ex-intelligence agents who are on their own now. Some of them handle individual contracts like that. In fact, I spoke to Alan Greenwood not too long ago. I think he'd be your best bet. I'll call him for you.
No, that's all right.
I'm sorry, I thought you wanted me to handle this.
Well, that won't be necessary. If you just get me in touch with Greenwood, then we'll take it from there. I'll handle it.
Okay.
Besides, you have some other matters on your mind these days?
You mean Ginny, right?
Yes, well, I don't want to distract you from such important things.
No, no chance. We've been making a lot of important plans. Not very different, I imagine, from the ones you two are making, right?
Well, I certainly hope things will be simpler for you and Jenny than they have been for Alex and me.
I hope so, too. Look, I'll call Greenwood and have him set up an appointment through Terry. And Iris, I don't want you worrying about this, okay? It's going to turn out all right. You just trust my uncle. I sure do, okay?
Thanks a lot.
Well, yes, I will take Ryan's advice and trust you, I mean.
That is highly recommended. It's good for the heart, it's good for the soul, and it's good for the body.
Alex Wheeler, you have nothing on your mind but...
Oh, at my age? Ooh, well, thank you for the compliment. Yes, but you're going to stay here with me. Because I'm going to protect you until this matter with Elliot is settled.
Curtis, we're here. It's me. You got it, huh? You got the gun?
Why do you have to shout everything you say?
I'm sorry. You got the piece?
Yeah, I got it. It's in here. Well, listen. I want you to practice with this thing, you understand? I mean, if you're gonna take a pot shot at Wheeler so that I can step in and save his life, I want to make damn sure you can hit where you aim.
Don't sweat, boss. Don't worry, huh? Myself, I mean, I'm more worried about if the cops catch me with that, than I am if I hit my target or not. Oh, yeah. I'm on parole, you know, and that piece, I mean, it could send me right back to Huntsville.
Hey, what's the matter, right? You scared?
That? Hell, no. But it's just that I'm, like, kind of in a touchy situation, being on parole and all. And, but no, I'm not scared of guns. I was raised with them. It's just that I just don't like Huntsville.
We'll try this on for size, right? Suppose I tell Ricky Decker you weren't working all night. I mean, the night Don Marshall got beat up.
Hey, man, we
no,
cleared
I'm
that
not
up.
saying I will. I'm just asking you where you think you'd end up in case I did.
Huntsville?
Yeah. Ain't that a shame? Tough choice, huh? Take the assault charge or take this on? Well, at least with this, though, you got a choice. I mean, you're smart enough not to get caught with this thing, right? So, you got it made. I mean, you helped me scare the hell out of Wheeler, and you're helping me get my job back at the top of the World Club.
What are you gonna do about me,
And of
though?
course, once I'm back as manager at the top of the World Club, you can understand how bad I'm gonna need a really loyal assistant manager.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, sure, boss.
Yeah. I knew you'd see the light. Here. Take this now and get out of here. I said, take it. You got three choices right. Helping me manage the top of the world, or Huntsville, or Huntsville. Go on, kid. We got a plan, remember?
Right, boss. Right. Yeah, I mean, some plan.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.
Gets litter work.
Well, each granule is formulated to absorb quickly and lock in odor better than ever.
So can I invite some friends?
Yes?
Tidy Cats. Multiple strengths for multiple cats.
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
How's Vivian?
Mary just took a temperature. Almost back to normal.
Oh, good. Then we'll be able to send her back to Miranda soon.
Yep. One of us should call Miranda and give her a bulletin on Vivian's health.
Yes, one of us should.
What's so fascinating in the paper?
It's what's not in the paper that's interesting.
Nothing about the investigation, hmm?
No, nothing.
Well, that should make you happy, darling.
Have you been through the paper?
I go through it thoroughly every morning. There hasn't been a word about the shooting for days, Rachel.
Then why hasn't somebody sent us word that the investigation is over?
I don't know, darling.
Terrible to be kept hanging like this.
Rachel, I'm not going to let you start upsetting yourself again. You'll put yourself right back in the hospital,
I just want
honey.
it to be over,
I
Mac.
know, darling. So do I. You know, I was thinking this morning. There's one positive side about this. Perhaps it's just as well that Colton continued the investigation, that he made it as thorough as possible.
But why?
Because we're very well off. And there are people who think the rich can buy their way out of anything.
Well, your money certainly hasn't helped us with Zachary Colton.
No, it hasn't. And people can clearly see that now. So there's not going to be any lingering doubt about your innocence.
You finished?
Yes.
You want some more?
No.
No, you gotta eat a big breakfast. That way you got plenty of energy left for the rest of the day.
Like you told me, the football players do, right?
All right.
You're gonna still take me to the big game on Saturday.
Well, if your mom says it's all right.
Me and didn't ask her yet?
Well, we went to bed early last night. I didn't get a chance to.
Can you ask her now?
It's okay with me if you want to go to the game, Corey.
Can you go with us, too?
I don't think so, not this time.
Why not?
Hey, I think you got a little marmalade here stuck on your chin. You better go wash that off or a fly gets stuck to that.
Daddy, make Mom come with us.
I'll see what I can do.
How soon can I have these back?
Well, I might be able to get them back for you by 5 o'clock Monday, but I can't promise.
Please try, will you?
I'll do my best.
On second thought, Tuesday will be fine.
Tuesday it is.
Thank you.
Yes?
Yes, my name is Mrs. Bishop. Miranda Bishop. Now, I had my maid bring in some cleaning last week, and I wonder if there was any possibility that you found something in one of the garments which I've lost.
Bishop?
Yes, Bishop. Miranda Bishop.
Can't recall anything offhand.
All right, it was a small tape, and I left it in the pocket of a brown dressing gown.
You know, we're not responsible for anything that's left in clothing that's brought in here.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. My maid forgot to check the pockets before she brought it in. Now, this is terribly important.
Well, we have a little lost and found box in the back.
Could you check it, please?
You say this is a small tape?
Yes, it's a little tape that goes in a cassette recorder, and if I lose this, I just don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, all I can do is look.
Thank you.
Excuse me, please. Doesn't look like it's here.
It has to be here.
Well, I don't see anything that looks like a tape. Do you?
No. Well, maybe something else has happened to it. Possibly one of
your
your
other
other
employees. You say that it was in your dressing gown?
Yes, it was in the pocket of my dressing gown. I'm
Oh,
almost
has
sure.
the gown come back yet?
The gown has come back. I've checked the pockets, and it's not there.
You know, it could have fallen out before it was brought in here.
Well, that means it could be anywhere.
Unless it fell out here and the janitor swept it up with the trash.
Let me just look again.
As you can see, Mrs. Bishop, it's not here.
So, how is my sister today?
I'm fine. How about you?
At the moment, I'm more interested in you. I talked to Miranda earlier today, and she said that you were going away for a few days.
That's right, I am.
Without even letting me know?
I was going to tell you later today.
So, where are you headed?
I really haven't decided yet. I'm thinking about going to Philadelphia for a few days and then New York.
Huh?
I haven't made up my mind. I want to just play it by ear and keep it really loose and free.
You talked to Joey?
No, I haven't heard from him.
You still going through with the annulment?
It's what he wants.
And what do you want?
I want not to talk about it.
Sure, I understand.
Look, I'm really glad to see you today. We've missed you.
We?
We. Miranda, Amy, me, you know, your family.
Oh, yeah. How is Amy?
She's fine. She, loving her job as fashion editor of Bravo, you know.
We ought to all get together before you leave. Just the four of us.
A little family affair.
Sure, why not?